Hello, Joe. My name is TJ with the local Lyft Group. And first off, I want to say thanks for opening up this video. You might be wondering why in the world am I sitting here recording your website? But what I do, Joe, is I actually help local business owners increase their presence online and really specialize in generating more leads in your particular area or market for your niche. And you're in the carpet cleaning niche, and I'm looking to work with a carpet cleaning company up in the Lansing area and really help them increase their business. So I found your website back in Google, and I wanted to give you a few tips and pointers of what you can do in order to increase your presence online. And if growing your business is something that you're interested in, then I'm your guy. We definitely need to talk and we need to connect. So if I could have your attention for the next maybe 8-10 minutes or so, I'm going to walk you through a lot of what I see on your website, as well as some of what your competitors are doing to get a leg up on you when it comes to generating leads online. So first off, I want to go through your website and give you some thoughts and opinions of what I see, what I like, and what I think could be improved. First off, I love your website. Having the white backdrop, very clean, very elegant. It's not all gaudy like I see a lot of websites out there now. I love the slider that you have here. So very good job, very tasteful on here. Definitely like the website. Scrolling down, information about you guys. You even have a video right here, and your phone number is right there. So very accessible phone number. Always key on the website. If I could give you 1 or 2 tips on your website, here's what I'd recommend. And if we work together, I'll make sure that this gets done. You have your phone number there is great. But what I find with a lot of my clients that have carpet cleaning and phone driven businesses is to have a contact form right there on the website on every page. Looks sharp, looks clean, but it gives the customer the opportunity to put their information and send it right over to you, because some people just don't call right away, so they want to go in and tell you their information and then move on. So I'd recommend that. I'd also encourage you to get a little bit more content on the first page, as well as some of your other pages as well. So I'm going to click on services. You got good presentation of what you do, but again, I encourage you to get more content and even more pages. And here's why, Joe. Google's going to put the website at the top of their search engines that show that they are the authority for whatever industry or whatever niche it is in. If you only have 4 pages, and then I'll show you some of your competition who has tons and tons more pages, then who's going to look like they're the authority? And here's the thing, your website looks 10 times better than almost every other carpet cleaning company up in the Lansing area, and I've looked at most of them, but your content's less than what they have. So that's why you're sitting back further in Google than where I think that you really should be. So let's jump over to Google and let's check out what we see in here. So when I put in carpet cleaning Lansing, Michigan, boom, look at this. You guys are right there. You guys are in the map section. The map section is kind of fluid, and I'm going to show you how you got there and why you're there over some of your competition. So congrats, very good that you're there. Here's where the majority of the traffic is coming in though. You really want to have your website down here in these first 3-4 positions in Google, because it's an automatic reflex for consumers to go right down into this section and click on websites and find out who they are going to call. So you can see my Kelly Cleaning is number 1 right now, and I believe I have to jump all the way over to page 3 in order to find Buff and Shine. So with the way your site looks and the presentation on there, there's no reason why you guys are on the 3rd page and why you should not be at the top of Google. So I'm going to get into a little bit more of what we can do to make sure that you guys get to the front where you definitely belong. So that map section that I showed you, you're on, here's why. You have citations. The citations are your name, address, and phone number listed all over the website, or all over the internet, excuse me, and a variety of different books like Yellow Book, Facebook, YouTube. It looks like you guys had a video there. You just basically want to get your website out to as many places online, and they know that you exist as possible. Now you have 31, but your competition has 94 and 161. Here's why you're on the first page, so kudos to you for making sure this got done. You guys have 6 reviews right here. Reviews are huge. You're going to stay there as long as your competition that's below you, and many of them do have a lot more citations, but as long as they don't get too many reviews, if they get more than 6 reviews, then you're going to be at a threat to lose this spot right here. So I would encourage you to boost up the number of citations so you can really solidify your position in that map section on the first page of Google, because I bet you're generating some leads from that, and I'm sure you don't want to lose those over time. So if we partner together, this is one of the first things that I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure you have more than this guy, because we want Buff and Shine to be the #1 business out there on the internet and the most easily found. Okay, so that's one. Or really the second reason. So the first two is the content on your website and then the number of citations that you have. The third reason why you are not found on this here first page of Google is going to come down to something called influence. So influence is found on your website, and it's also found on the other websites. And what are they saying about Buff and Shine? So when I look at My Kelly and I take their name, and I go over to my tool here and I put it in, this is going to tell me how many other websites are talking about My Kelly Cleaning and what they're saying back about their site. So 17 active backlinks means that there are 17 other sites on the internet that talk about this company and what they do, and they put a link in that article that links back to their website. Because of that, Joe, Google says, man, they're out there on 17 different places on some really authoritative sites and they're talking about them. They deserve to be at the top of my search engine. So when I put in Buff and Shine, you may have seen this right there, but before, oops, let's go back. Sorry about that. You guys have 3. So you have 5, sorry. So you have 5 links there to your website, and they actually all come from the same location, so they're really not worth much. So there's not a lot of content about your website that exists out on the internet, and that's the #1 reason why you're on page 3 and you're not on page 1. So when you partner with me, Joe, that's going to be another big thing that I'm going to do is make sure that there's some articles, make sure there's information that's all over the internet that talks about carpet cleaning and then links back to your site, because that's where your influence is going to come from. And once that happens, your website moves up the search engines, not just Google, but really all of them. And then you're going to come up into here and you're going to get more of a lion's share of those who are looking for carpet cleaning services in the Lansing, Michigan area. So if that is something that you're wanting to do, if you want to make your website more of an asset and really just crush it up there, as I'm sure you want to do, you definitely need to give me a call. My number will be listed below, but it's 517-715-3237. Again, my name is TJ, and I hope that you found this valuable. If there's one thing that you decide to do and you've never talked to me, that's totally okay if that's not the direction you want to go. But if there's one thing, I'd say definitely build out some more pages on your website and get those citations increased, so that way you don't lose your rankings when some of your competitors start getting more reviews, because I want you to make sure you keep that spot up there so you can keep getting those leads. But what I do is I help you expand out through this website as well as others and really get more of a market share of the leads that are coming in for this. So you have my number. I hope to speak with you soon. God bless and have a great day.